I feel like UFC 320 isn't getting nearly as much hype as it should be. I don't understand how that's possible because it's easily as stacked, if not more stacked, than 319 and 314. But one of the many reasons why I question how much hype this card's getting is that you got Merab out here promoting the fight by lying his ass off. This fight will be 90% striking, is what he said. Bull shit'ems. There's no chance. If Merab wants to get smoked, this will be his plan of action. But there is no chance he's striking with Corey Sandhagen. With Sean O'Malley, he was experiencing a lot of success on the feet, but the only reason for that was because he established the takedown problem in the first place. It's so hacky to say. But Merab was absolutely tagging Sean O'Malley. Like, multiple times tagging Sean O'Malley. Sean was uncomfortable on the feet, but the constant barrage of takedowns is what set that up in the first place. So unless he establishes that with Corey Sandhagen, I don't see him striking with him. Like, a lot of people are counting Corey out, but the fact of the matter is, in a fight that's like every other Merab fight, Corey's done. He's finished. But in a universe where Merab does decide to become Bilal 2.0, we're gonna see the same thing that happened to Bilal. It's like, I hate when fighters let go of the thing that got them to where they are. Like when super reckless fighters decide they're gonna be tame, when super tame fighters decide they're gonna be aggressive. It's like, do the thing that you do. Stop trying to become a well-rounded fighter at 37. Do the thing you're good at. Merab would be foolish to go in there and try to play Corey's game. But if it is 90% striking, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm not going to go as far to say that it's out of the realm of possibility for Merab to do this and channel Bilal Muhammad. But that's a dangerous game with Corey Sandhagen. He's tactical as and even though he hasn't shown serious lethal finishing ability at the highest levels, he also hasn't fought somebody who is going to purposely reverse their game plan so that they can fight in an entertaining way. Like, can you imagine if Umar did that shit? I think it'd be a lot different fight if Umar decided to put out there that I'm gonna purposely keep this fight on the feet to entertain the fans. He'd never fucking do that. But if he did do that, that fight would have played out a hell of a lot differently. And if Merab stays true to his word, this fight's also gonna play out a lot differently than the odds reflect. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I think Merab's gonna shoot. And shoot quick. He's a fucking idiot if he doesn't do that. Like, at the end of the day, of course, I would love to see Merab purposely keep this on the feet to entertain the fans. Absolutely. But if I'm Merab or Merab's coach, I'm thinking, fuck what anybody wants. The top priority is to defend the belt. Fuck. The fight of the night bonuses are $50K. What is Merab's base purse? UFC 316 payouts. Fucking $2.39 million. Divide that by 2, it's about $1.2 million to show. He would be dumb to stand with Corey Sandhagen for 90% of UFC 320 on purpose. Dumb. And that's why I think he's gonna shoot, because he'd be stupid not to. So it brings it back to this pointless fucking interview answer that he gave. Well, that's it for me. Spilled beer on my shirt. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. The point is, why does this need to be said? Why is Merab having to do this? All right, wow. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying, man. UFC 320 Embedded was released. The first episode was released 7 hours ago. We got 112,000 views. Maybe it'll improve, but I'm so excited about this card, and I feel like for some reason, maybe it's lack of promotion, maybe this is a hardcore fan's dream card. I don't see it that way. I see this as a mainstream top 5 pay-per-views easily. I say top 2 of this year fight card. I don't know. I guess after seeing the dismal, I can't imagine there was more than 5,000 people in attendance at Olberg versus Reyes. Most of the fights fucking stunk to high heaven, so it was worth the amount of fans that were there, but it seems to me like, I mean, for Perth, it just seems like there should have been more people. Can I get a screenshot of this goofy, half-assed attempt at making the arena look like it was supposed to have 14 people in it? Okay, they strategically fucking placed these camera angles so you couldn't see them. But this little blue section right here, those are empty seats. Not only does it only go up 1 level, but it's got massive chunks of this fucking seat covering to try to cover up the fact that there's nobody in the seats. See if I can find a better angle. Yeah, okay, here's a second angle. So we were looking at this shit over here. There's an entire other blue section Over here. Let's see if I can find another one. They're all around the place. They just tried the best they could to keep them from view. And those fucking assholes, I just realized this. They don't want the people from the top row to be able to have those better seats that they didn't pay for. So instead of just letting people move down closer to the fight, they put those fucking coverings on them so you can't even sit there. Fucking owsy cunts. And here's the third angle. You can barely see it because the lights are fucking zipping back and forth. But there are multiple layers of fucking empty seats on this side as well. I'm not going to keep going with this, but they're on the right also. They're on all four sides is what I'm trying to get at. Empty fucking seats. Look at Lopez versus Silva. They're at the exact same part. Both of them about an hour and 45 minutes into the main card. Fight night Perth was dismal. And I bring it back to the UFC 320. Why do I feel like the hype around this card is dismal? You'd think this fight would sell itself. It appears not to be. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I wake up on Wednesday morning and the embedded first episode has 6 million views. I hope that happens. But just based on the internet hype alone, based on the lack of attention to the Google Translate argument, which granted was goofy, but you got dudes who are trying to sell the fight on top of the fight being stacked. Like, that's what you want. And it still doesn't seem to be enough. Is the UFC dying? I know people say that all the time, but that narrative always gets pooped on when the next unrealistically stacked pay-per-view comes around. Well, at this moment, we have a top to bottom banger of a fight card, and it still feels like nobody gives a shit. Like, the Perth crowd was alarming. It was alarming. But now I'm forced, unless, like I said, unless I wake up on Wednesday and the embedded episode has more than 100,000 views, fantastic. But right now, I am alarmed. Like, I was watching a Fox News segment earlier today about the UFC, and I think they were talking for 20 minutes about the White House card. Didn't hear a single thing about UFC 320. Usually they do a little piece on it. Not a single thing. It's like, awesome, I'm glad at least one fucking corporate media network covers the UFC. But you'd think during, in my opinion, at least top 3 biggest weekends in the UFC this year, you'd think there'd be some more fucking... You'd think somebody would talk about it outside of YouTubers. It's like, where is the love for UFC 320? Where the fuck is it?